Hey, it's Ryan again. So I made a second video just because I don't want the first one to be too terribly long. So this one has more to do with what's on the Metro apps page for peer support. So if you're interested in seeing what's on there and how to kind of navigate that, that's what this video is about. It's mostly a screenshot navigating through that operation. That's it. Bye. Okay, so here's our Metro Fire Page app. And obviously we've got a lot of stuff on here now, and we've got a peer support page. Scroll down to documents, and over here on the right, you've got the peer support logo, and we've got some documents that we've loaded up here. So if you need a page on coping strategies, if you want to learn how to use EAP, you've got documents you can open up. Two of the things that I'd like to really point out, the first one is this peer support roster. So if you are working and you need to find somebody, you can click on that and open it up, and this will show you who is working. So if you're working, you've got different tabs up here. You got A, B, C. You've got some retirees. You got some days, and this is usually where we put some of the SRPs that have also been added to our peer support team. If you need a debriefing or a diffusing, these are all the individuals that have taken the class and have been trained. We do need to update it, but many of these people are still working here. And if you have questions over here on the right, you can call any one of these numbers here and get some more resources. Also over here, we've had several individuals take a suicide intervention class. So if you are in that boat, where you're in some situation where either you know somebody or you're in that situation, these individuals have all taken that suicide assist class. And so you can call them anytime and get some help with that operation. So this is a very good spot to get some resources. If you're on A shift, obviously you can go here and look and see who's where. Obviously the assignments, I can't update them every time. I usually do it once a year. So the assignments on where they're working may be different, but typically there's not a whole lot of cross shifts happening, and you can find people. Okay, so that was one. The other one is this one here, Metro Peer Support links. Now these links, I still need to work on getting these links working. But this one right here is a Metro Peer Support library that we've been working on. On this page, there's a couple tabs for you. So there's books that are recommended. Some of these books, The Body Keeps the Score is a very good one. There's links to these. I'm not getting paid for these links. I don't have some link to where I get paid if you click on them. You can just take the name and go to Amazon and find them. So these are all books that have some very good information. Also down here, there's the topic on leadership. So the reason I started adding some leadership books is that there's some individuals, when you get into those leadership roles, maybe feel overwhelmed or have some anxiety and that kind of stuff. So I think it'd be good for those individuals to kind of learn some additional tactics in leadership to help relieve some of that anxiety and not feel quite as overwhelmed. If you have books to recommend for this, please send them my way, or it's a Google Doc. You may be able to just add it to this page. These are just some books that I found that I got some value out of. Also over here, podcasts. So there, you can go here. These are all podcasts that I've listened to that I think have some good information. Again, to continue to keep learning and try and learn as much as you can about yourself and this life and all that stuff. There's links to the podcasts, and then on the right side, there's a brief description of what the podcast is. Obviously, the note I have here for Huberman. You go to Andrew Huberman's page for any podcast. Just about everything is good. They're long, 2 to 3 hours sometimes. They get a little bit in the weeds on some of the science stuff, the neuroscience stuff, but they're all very good information. For his down here, on his webpage, he's got pages for mental health and addictions, and all those podcasts are on that page. Sleep hygiene, all the podcasts that have to do with sleep are there. So if you want to just cut to the chase and find out about ADHD or any of that kind of stuff, you can literally go to his webpage and he'll have all of the podcasts with that topic there. This is one modern wisdom that just came out. So Bessel van der Kolk wrote The Body Keeps the Score. If you don't know what that is, I highly encourage you to read it. It is over here in the books. Up here, it talks about trauma, and it's a very good talk he does on this podcast. And then the last tab over here, I haven't added anything yet, but like the videos for Ryan Poulos and Jim Ellis, those links will be added to here, as well as Pure Sport updates, anything else that's relevant that gets sent out to you guys. So if you can't find the videos from the email list, you should be able to go here and go back and find those. I'll have the link and probably the date that they got sent out and maybe the topic on those. I did forget to mention this part. This link isn't working right now, I don't think. Let me see if it opens up. But the whole point of this is to, let's see if I go to saved, labeled maps. Okay, so if you go in here to maps, if you go here, Metro Fire clinician locations, you click on that, and we'll try and find a way to make this a little easier to navigate to. But these are all of the vetted clinicians that we have. So the whole purpose of this is if you're living in a certain area, let's say you live up in this area, up the 80 corridor, you can go, and obviously there's more people that we could add. It just takes time to find them and vet them. But you've got Merrill Powers, Todd Arvidson, and Katie Piper that live up that way. So if you want to try and find somebody that is a little bit closer to you, you can go here. I've added her information here. You can go to her website, or if you want to see Todd, his website's on there, so you can go look them up and see if maybe that might be somebody that you want to find. Okay, so even up here, if you're living up way out here, you can go see them. We have a couple in the Bay Area, so this is just another way, if you're wondering about who lives around or who's working around where you guys live, you might be able to use this to find somebody close to you.